What did I get myself into? On this episode of Weatherman Unleashed, we drift on a lighter-than-air craft for a bird's-eye view of Wisconsin. Whether for sports or for pleasure, discover the quiet beauty and not-so-subtle fear of the basket of a hot air balloon. I promise, it's an experience that may give you an entirely new perspective on life around you. There's the tornado on the ground! Just outside of Hutchinson. That's me. I'm Chris Nelson, and I love me some weather. Completely out of power here. These days, I chase storms. I left behind my job as a TV meteorologist.
I knew. I was scared to come over here, Chris.
And turned my focus to connecting with all of you through brand new adventures. Moly, look at the wind! It's more than finding the good time. It's finding the good in people and discovering the heart in our communities. My heart's racing. Join me on this crazy adventure called life. This is Weatherman Unleashed with Chris Nelson.
Mitchell County Regional Health Center, Osage, St. Ansgar, Riceville. Appointment same day or next day. Mitchell County Regional Health Center, your trusted healthcare partner for life.
It's always something I wanted to try out. Let's hop on a hot air balloon. If I was going to conquer this hot air balloon dream, I had to contact someone. That person, Sonia, a nurse during the day, in the evenings, a hot air balloon flyer. Sonia and her family purchased this hot air balloon about 10 years ago, and they've been flying ever since. How cool is this? Sonia is in charge of the only hot air balloon group in Wisconsin. So your dad was a pilot?
My dad was a pilot. I grew up around it.
She's not the only one that grew up around it. Take a look at this girl flying solo this evening. She's only 23 years old. And it takes more than one person to fly. What an undertaking this is to get this big ball of air up above the ground. So I can maybe turn around now, but they're now blowing up the balloon. In fact, with us, 4 other balloons are going up too. And there are instruments inside the balloon during flight to make sure we are safe throughout. Well, here goes nothing. I had the balloon in front of me. I can't chicken out now.
I'm going.
All right. My heart's racing. Oh, please, God. I hope we don't end up like this.
Here we go. And we're off. Thank you.
Wow. Yeah, I don't like this.
You don't like it?
No.
No?
No. In this situation, let's just say my bark is bigger than my bite, and I'm crawled up inside the basket now. Any questions for your fearless adventurer? As I'm scrunched down in the basket, we reach 1,000 feet within 2 minutes. Yes, I'm a little scared. Look at those white knuckles. It's like I'm driving in the snow in January. After 20 minutes of being pretty scared, I finally get used to it and enjoy the ride. The scenery was absolutely magical, and we were up in the balloon for about 50 minutes, going 2 miles per hour. That's true. It really is. So what do we have to do for a landing?
So when we land, you're going to want to face the direction that we're going. They used to say, like, point your feet in the direction that you're going to land. Typically when you hit the ground, though, you kind of like tip forward. So I usually get a good stance going and bend your knees just a little bit.
Before we land, we let the chasers get ahead and let the property owners know that we'll be landing on their land. Well, they got us and we made it. I'm no longer screaming like a little girl. Yep, there's my partner in crime, Sonia, killing it. When I got to the ground and I peeled over, this is the first time in my life I actually kissed it. Once you land, the process of putting the balloon back in the bag lasts about 30 minutes, and then it goes back on the truck. Remember this the next time you're on a hot air balloon, or in life. Only those who risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you, Sullivan, Wisconsin. Keep your head up, and God bless.